I haven't finished, and another mess up. I'm short wood, but this is all done. This is what it looks like so far. Well, welcome back. I had to, as I said, I had to go in. It was late last night, and I actually ran out of the wood, remember? So I went and got more wood this afternoon. Actually, I've been busy again, and this is what it looks like now. It's all complete as far as putting it together, but this side, as you can see, instead of having two sides, it's just got the single, and this is where I'm going to put the door. And the more I thought about that, the more I thought, I think what I'm going to do is I have a piece of birch plywood here and cut it to fit. So this is going to be a solid door here. So it's going to be a solid piece. I'm going to cut it at 22.5-degree angle, just like this, so it'll fit level with this. I'm going to rabbet the end so this sits down level. So this is the first initial cut. It's like that. So I got just, I'm going to make a little mark so I know kind of where I got to go. But as I get to the point where it starts fitting in, until it fits in there nice and tight. That's what I have though. And that looks really good. I think that'll work out real nice. Okay, got it almost there. I think one more little pass should do it. Just had a little thought on this. I was thinking about having a door open like that, one side or the other. The more I think about it, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little extra strip inside here. I already got it cut. This, I'm going to glue it on the inside here. Same angle so it all fits. I'll glue it like that there. Then I'm going to put a hinge here, so I'm going to have this door open up like that, and I'll put a magnet here, magnet on this side, and just a handle on the side, so that it'll be enough to hold that door shut. I think that'll work out nice. I like that idea better than having it open this way. I want it to open that way. So I just got a little strip mount in here, give it support, and I'll put screws in to hold the hinge. Okay, so now I'm going to cut all these up so I can trim it. So I'm going to fit these in, and they're all. So what I'm going to do, and then normally I just use a normal tight bond, but I got this for my outside furniture, so I'm just going to put that little dab in there, corners. Make sure that's in there, it comes in good. That's cool. Right, just a couple of little nails to hold it till it dries. That's it. Let it dry. Just want to let you see this is what it looks like. So I got the extra piece in here. Just going to glue it in. So when I put the hinges on and I can screw it through, I got a little extra wood. Just get a little more stability. And I said we'll get the hinge put on and I'll make sure it sits in there right, because I already know I'm going to have to chisel little edges off, kind of get the fit in there perfect. And then I put a knob on this end and 2 magnets. I think that will be sufficient. I think that will hold, but we will see. Now, let's see if this light's been overnight. Just take these off real quick. And make sure this glue is nice. And give it a quick little sand. Want to make sure that's good. It's real good. That's good. Don't want to sand too much because I don't want to mess with the angle here. So it's just very, very lightly and a finer grit to smooth this out. Just to make sure there's no glue on there. Good. That's it. That's what we want. Now these are enforced a little thicker, so when I put the screws in for the hinges, it'll have a little more support, and I think it'll be a lot better. So I'm going to get my sander out. I'm going to give this a quick sanding all the way around. Just a quick little update as I'm sanding. You see, this is what it looked like before. All the little marks, the edges, joints from the glue. A little bit of sanding. It's nice and smooth. All marks of everything, even from the factory cutting, saw marks are all gone. Well, now it's done. It's all sanded. Only other thing I have to do is take my 220 by hand. I'm just going to go around the inside edges, on the outside edges, and the little 20 degrees here just to knock off this edge so it's nice and smooth. Steve Ramsey built a Raffle Ticket Tumbler. I didn't see if he put anything between the stand and the tumbler. So I got these 2-inch felt discs. I'm going to mount one either on this or on the stand. I'm not sure yet. I don't think it really matters. But I was going to do one on each, and that's pretty thick. And they're not going to use that much, so I think just having one there just to kind of cushion the play will be sufficient. So that's what I'm going to do. Put that there or on the stand, don't matter. And these are, they're 3/16 inch thick. So I'm going to double that. And then I think I have some pine I'm going to use for the stand. So I'll figure out the distance with the pine, with the stand. I think it's 3/4 inch thick pine. So it's 1.5 inches plus 2 3/16 discs to get the width. Cut my base, and if I think I have enough, I can cut the support on the sides. And I want this, that's going to be the high point there. So from the high point to the center is about 6.5 inches. I'm going to give a good 1.5 inches. Maybe I just do 2 inches of clearance on the bottom. So I'm going to cut, my center is going to be 8.5 inches from the bottom of the base to the center of my dowel here. I think that'll give enough room to spin and give me room so whatever I put here for a handle, it won't hit. Okay, I found a piece in my lumber cart over there. From when I made it, I still have some extra pieces, and this is what this is, a piece of birch plywood. when I add in, I'm going to use this for the stand so I can cut it to fit and cut it out. I should be good to go. I think I should have enough. We'll see how that goes. But this is 1 inch pine. So add 2 inches and then add for the felt discs, I'm at 14 and a half. And that's good because it'll give me just a little bit of play between the felt and the tumbler. So I'm going to cut this at 14 and a half. And then I'm going to get a design set up for my supports here. We now got the hinges, so I'm going to get everything on this set up already. So I can do a little sanding and get ready to paint it. And then get the support made. But I want to make sure when I get this on, everything works good and get the handles. I know I have enough clearance underneath that's not going to hit. But, so I'm going to, these are the 2 hinges I got. I got a handle I'm going to mount here. That's kind of low pro. So I just open it. And hopefully I can get away with just 2 magnets, 1 on each end. Should hold it sufficient. So I'm going to mount these real quick. I don't have a self-centering bit. The ones I do are too big for this. I don't have a small one, so I'm just gonna, it's not real critical. It could be up a little bit. And I'm not going all the way through, I'm just sinking a little bit because I don't want holes all on the other end. So I'm just going in a little bit because they're not real deep screws. Well, it works good. There it is. Shuts a little tight, so I'm gonna probably sand the sides here a little bit, make sure it's smooth. Then we'll inset the magnets in there and it'll hold that shut. So I'm gonna mount the handle now and make sure I got clearance. There it is with the hinges and the handle on it. So I'm gonna like that design. I like that. So that's going to be up. So if I got 1.5 inches on the bottom, I think I'll be good. So in the center of the dowel, 8 inches high, and I'll be good. So that works. I was going to put it at 9, it's perfect. So I'm just kind of weird, so I want to make sure the magnets are pretty close from level across from each other. So I'm going to draw me a line across, then I'm going to do the center line, that's where I'm going to have them at. So I just wanted about, let's do about right there, right here. And then I'll just draw my center line mark on both of these. And that's where I'm going to inset the magnet. And then I'm going to mark a line on the side here. That's where I got it, so right there. I'm going to do the same thing on the lid. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to head over to the drill press. Now this is where the mark is for my magnet to be drilled. So all I did was transpose that line across onto the lid. And I just use my little combo square here. And basically just took that line that I made right here and just, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a 1/2 inch round, but it just gets most compact contact. Scribe line across, so then I'll just get my center line there, center line here, and that's where I'm going to countersink it. And I said I didn't have the magnets, so I bought a set of 6 super magnets, and I'm just going to use washers on the door and inset the magnets in the tumbling unit itself. So I just want to make sure I have a bit that's about this size. I put my calipers away, so I just set these on here, at least they magnetize. So we're looking at about a 1/2 inch in diameter. It's the smallest ones they had, so I'm hoping they're not going to be too much. So here's my 1/2 inch. And these are just about a 1/2 inch also. Maybe a little bit bigger, but maybe I can get them to fit. Well, that's going to be tight. So I'm going to drill them all a 1/2 inch. That's perfect. I'm going to leave that right there. That's nice and flush. So let me do the other one and then we'll do the lid. I don't know how good it is, but I mixed up some of this Clearweld quick setting epoxy by Weld. And I know the normal Weld, I use a lot automotive stuff, so I hope this works good. I mixed it up, poured a little bit in there, set the magnet in. I did both magnets and both washers. I'm going to let it set for about a half an hour. So I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to start working on the stand. This is a little design I came up with. I said I just measured down. I want an inch thickness for this. I don't want to get way up there like that. So I put it down an inch, did the circle, center line. So, and then after that was made, just a circle, I wanted to go an inch on each side. And I just had an old coffee can I used. Oh, this is a small one. A couple different sizes. These are my templates. Put that on there, scribed the line. Took my combo square, took a line straight down, and from the center line to the base, I think I went, where'd I go now? 8.5 inches. That'd be plenty for that to tumble around and not hit the bottom. So 8.5 inches down, did a line across, and my line's down. And basically, I just kind of eyed it. Got my combo square, went up about so high. Took the smaller can and just set it on top there until I got about where I wanted it. Scribed a quarter moon and then draw a line over. Same thing on this side. So just a basic little stand. Don't need nothing fancy. I just want something that's going to hold it that's just not square. So it's just rounded edges and a rounded edge, rounded edge. Simple. So I'm going to cut this at 11 inches. Take this piece, put it behind this, cut both of them out at the same time, drill the hole, and we're good to go. So in case you don't have a bandsaw, you got a jigsaw, that's why I'm going to try to keep things basic. So I'm just using my jigsaw. Now I got it clamped to my table saw, and I'm just going to cut it around, move it, set it back up, finish cutting. I'm just going to cut it all out by the jigsaw. So if you don't have a bandsaw, don't thread it. You can do it this way. Even 2-inch thick. Just take your time and let it cut. Don't rush it and don't push it. That's simple. Move this around and do the rest of this.